Welcome back to the coin world. Old coin review and value, the ultimate destination for rare coin discoveries, numismatic treasures, and the hidden value in your pocket change. The Second World War was over, and a new generation of families was building homes, planting gardens, and holding on to hope. Suburbs were rising, industry was surging, the economy was shifting into high gear, and in this changing world, a small copper coin quietly passed from hand to hand, a coin that today, more than 70 years later, can be worth thousands of US dollars. That coin is the 1949 Liberty Wheat Penny. It may look like an ordinary cent, scratched, faded, even forgotten, but for collectors, the right 1949 Wheat Penny is a rare treasure, and for some lucky owners, it's a doorway to surprising wealth. 1949 wasn't just another year on the calendar, it was the start of a new era. The Great Depression was a memory. The war had ended. America was shifting from a military power to an economic giant. In this new age of television and highways, the U.S. Mint kept churning out coins for a growing, spending population. One of those coins was the Lincoln Wheat Penny, still bearing the same classic design, introduced in 1909, honoring Abraham Lincoln, and in 1949, the Mint produced millions of them, but only a tiny percentage were struck in perfect condition, and only a handful carry rare minting errors or exceptional qualities that now make them worth thousands. The 1949 Liberty Wheat Penny followed the timeless design crafted by Victor David Brenner. 1949. The Lincoln cent was minted at 3 locations. The 1949s had the lowest mintage, making it especially valuable in pristine condition. Copper coins are known for their beauty and warmth, but also for their tendency to oxidize, darken, and lose luster. That's why surviving 1949 pennies with original red brilliance are so rare and so valuable. Most circulated 1949 pennies are worth only a few cents, but certain specimens have sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. What makes the difference? Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70. The higher the grade, the more pristine the coin. Combine that with road red designation, meaning the coin retains its original copper color, and you have the recipe for big value. In a recent auction, a 1949 MS67 road Wheat Penny fetched over $4,800 due to its pristine preservation and brilliant red tone. Beyond condition, rare minting mistakes can multiply a penny's value dramatically. These mint errors are not common, but they are out there, waiting to be discovered in jars, drawers, and old collections. The brighter the penny, the greater the price. That's why 1949 pennies graded MS67 red are so sought after. They're among the top 1% of all surviving coins from that year. Certification and grading. Any 1949 penny claiming high value must be certified by PCGS or NGC, assigned a grade of MS65 or higher, labeled road red for full color value. A raw coin, even a perfect one, won't achieve full market value until it's professionally authenticated. That's the key to unlocking thousands of dollars in collector demand. The 1949 Lincoln Wheat Penny didn't just emerge in isolation. It was shaped by the political, economic, and social changes of the late 1940s, a time when America was transitioning from wartime sacrifice to peacetime prosperity. After World War II ended in 1945, the U.S. faced enormous changes. Soldiers returned home to a vastly different country. Industries shifted from military production to consumer goods. Inflation briefly surged, affecting the cost of materials like copper. The U.S. Mint, tasked with producing stable coinage, had experimented during the war with steel cents in 1943 and adjusted compositions to conserve metals, but by 1949, traditional copper alloy cents were firmly back in place. From 1909 to 1942 and again from 1944 onward, the Lincoln Wheat cent used 95% copper. This alloy wasn't just aesthetic, it reflected America's abundant natural resources and technological dominance. Copper was more than a metal, it was symbolic of stability. While other countries struggled with post-war coin shortages, America continued to mint coins reliably. The 1949 penny reflected that post-war economic strength. The reverse design of the wheat penny, with its 2 wheat stalks flanking the denomination, was more than decoration. In the late 1940s, agriculture was booming. American wheat exports surged to help feed a recovering Europe through the Marshall Plan, and wheat became a global symbol of peace, productivity, and provision. These 2 humble stocks represented the very grain that was rebuilding the world. So every time someone spent a 1949 penny, They were unknowingly passing along a symbol of American aid growth. And Unity. 1949 also marked the rise of the modern American consumer economy. Television ownership grew rapidly. Automobiles were back in production. Suburbs expanded with G-bill-backed mortgages. Everyday products like Coca-Cola, newspapers, and gasoline were all sold for a few cents, often using pennies, like the one minted in 1949. The 1949 cent lived in lunchboxes, gas stations, candy shops, and hardware stores. It was part of the everyday post-war rhythm, small in value, but massive in reach. The Philadelphia Mint, the original U.S. mint, struck the most coins in 1949, serving the populous East and Midwest. The Denver Mint was crucial to supplying coins to the growing western states. The San Francisco Mint, though producing the fewest 1949 cents, was essential for the West Coast, and its coins are now considered scarcer and more valuable due to lower production and poorer strike quality. High-grade 1949 cents are much harder to find, boosting their rarity and appeal. While numismatics coin collecting wasn't yet a mainstream hobby, coin boards and albums were gaining popularity. Many children of the 1940s and 50s began saving wheat, pennies by date and mint mark, unknowingly preserving high-grade examples. Thank you for watching.